Hello, it's day 39 of the Liberator project and I'm back in Chelmsford working on the Mondeo. Now, I was up till about 3 AM last night, or this morning, talking with friends from university. Hello Tori, hello Damo. But, so I didn't get up early this morning. I didn't get here till lunchtime, and so I've only had, a few hours. It's getting dark, it's about 5:30 now, so really I've only had about 4 hours on the car today. But done quite a bit of progress. First of all, I've given it a good clean, and the bodywork's come up very well, if you can see. So, there's that's surprising. Obviously, I used the magic ingredient, which hang on, which get that out of the way. The secret ingredient, so it's nice and clean. Oh, the dogs are back. So yes, it's come up really nice. Now, I'll go round and show you the other side in a minute. Now, I had, when I was at school, secondary school, had a really good physics teacher called Mr. Boreham, and he told me a story that he got a new car and he never washed it. So it was, it got dirty and he just left it getting dirty. And his theory was that basically, the first layer of dirt, it ionizes and does as much damage as it can, and then it becomes inert and it basically forms a shell and protects the rest of the car. Now, I'm not sure if that's true. However, the paintwork has come up really well. Look, this is really nice. Now, this is just a quick wash and a sift down. Oh, what a giveaway. But it's come up really well. The paintwork looks really nice. So I'm a bit surprised by that, because it's been sat under a blackberry bush for a number of years. I'll flip you around, hang on. And it's come up very well. Now, this is just a once over, because I'm away from home, so all I have to do is have bottles of water that I can carry down here to wash it. So it's not a thorough wash, but the paintwork has come up beautifully on it. So that's been very good. Now, I've also done some mechanics on the car. I've pumped up the tyres and cleaned out the engine bay there were brambles in the engine bay and leaves and all sorts of things. So I'll show you inside there now. I might have to put the camera down, but bear with me. This is the Liberator project. It's all improvised and it's all done in real time on one take. So it's going to screw up. Right, here we go. Right, so I've cleaned out the engine bay and I've connected up the molten jump leads to the battery, so I think it will turn over. So I've cleaned up all the air vents and dug the leaves out, so the engine's now exposed. I've taken off the air filter in case that's jammed up, and I've added, well, I'll show you what I added before I turned it over for too long. I added some oil treatment to it. It's like a thick treacle, and there was oil in it which didn't look as bad as you can imagine. It still looked like it had some viscosity, but this has boosted it up. So I thought it was sensible to, splash out on a can of this to put in the engine so it doesn't do any more damage if it's okay. Now, to fire up the car, I believe the petrol's gone a bit mangy in the car, which seems perfectly reasonable. So I took off the air filter, put in some squirts of this. Now, this is fantastic stuff. It really is good, and it's like a very inflammable solvent. And you drizzle that down into the cylinders, and if there's a spark, the car fires. So I thought this is a bit of a long shot. I'm going to try this. I've had the engine ticking over, so it proves it's just the fuel that's the problem. But for you, I will now do it live, and we'll see what we can get. I might have to start my car, I might have to add petrol. There's lots of things that could go wrong, but there's a little bit in here, so let's try it. So I'm putting this into the top of the intake. Nice big squirt in there. Well, also all over the engine, but I'm trying to do it one-handed. I said it's all one take and it's all improvised. So if the car goes up in flames, I'll video it and you can you can enjoy that. Right, now let's see if it turns over now. I'm I'm getting tapped by the brambles. Right. Oh, there, come on. You can hear it starting to fire. Well, there we go. So basically, that means the you know, the electronics are working and the engine's basically sound. And the reason it won't keep firing is because the petrol's very likely useless inside the car, and it needs me taking the fuel line off, cleaning out the fuel filter, and putting some fresh petrol in. Now, I've only got half a day, and I didn't bring my indispensable Hayes manual, which would have said take it off, and refitting is the reverse of taking it off. But at least it would have shown me where the fuel line runs and where the fuel filter is, because there's so many plastic boxes there and things, it's hidden somewhere, I can't see it. So at least that would have shown me where the petrol filter is, and that means that you know, if I've got a day on the car, I can tow this out, or even make it run long enough to drive itself forward a couple of meters, and take the fuel line off, drain the fuel tank, and charge the engine like that. Then I think it'll run, because you know, you heard it. It wants to run. It just hasn't got any inflammable fuel in it. So that's my plan to get that going. There's you know, I don't want to do it now, because if I can't, I don't know where the fuel filter is. There's things I don't know, or I don't want to do it as it's starting to get dark already. And you know, it's best to start this in the morning, and then you've got the whole day to undo your mistakes. That's how I view it. But yeah, I'm quite pleased that it seems to fire up, and hopefully we'll have some more news tomorrow. You'll see it running a bit better and a bit longer. But that's today's progress. Annoyingly, also, while I was taking off the air filter, I dropped one of my sockets, and it's gone under the car, and under the car it's still a sea of brambles. So I'm going to have to drive the car up before I can get that socket, and I just hope that's not the one socket I need to do something before the car runs. But you know, it's bound to be the one I need. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's much harder for me working without Silvio bringing me cups of tea. I mean, that's slowing me down. But you know, when I work on this car, then I want the tea. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of progress on the car, and enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot. Bye.